If you're interested in learning more about how you can use online marketing to grow your business, I thought I'd share with you a clip from a private invite training that I did. Hi, I'm Kevin with TrueLift Digital Marketing, and in this particular video I answer a question which you may have been asking for a while, which is, what is the difference between online marketing and offline marketing? For that answer, let's check out the clip.
Let's just switch gears for a bit here. In order to better understand online marketing, I think it's useful to compare it to offline marketing and then get into how the online process of moving a prospect through to a customer is both similar and dissimilar to that of offline marketing. And for the record, we're getting very close to discussing the online success framework. I just want to make sure that you get all of these general marketing concepts down so that you can hit the ground running with it. Now, it's not my intention to suggest that offline marketing doesn't work or that it's not effective. The fact that it is still being used today is the testament to its actual effectiveness. Before online marketing, and still to this day, if you wanted to get your message out to your prospects in an effort to increase sales, you may have used one of the following mediums: signage or billboards, direct mail, commercials on TV or on the radio. You may have attended networking events, or perhaps advertised in newspapers or even magazines. Online marketing uses a version of all of the above, just in a different way. Rather than putting big billboards on the sides of a highway or on a street, you will likely have seen banner ads that are displayed on a web page that you're on. Instead of sending physical mail to your house, online marketing has email. Instead of TV, online marketing has YouTube. Instead of radio, we have podcasts. For networking opportunities, you have social networks like Facebook or LinkedIn. And instead of receiving a physical newspaper or magazine subscription at your door or at the convenience store, content can be read by going to a website and reading a blog. As a result of these online opportunities, the process for taking your prospect to a customer has changed. In the offline world, maybe you would have placed an ad in the newspaper or in a magazine. That ad might contain your phone number and prompt your prospect to call if they were interested in learning more. If they called the number showing that they were interested and you talked to them about your product or service, you could offer to send them more detailed information or perhaps offer them a physical sample of your product if they were to give you their mailing address. Included with that more detailed information that you send would be a long-form sales letter and some sort of order form. If, after reading that sales letter and or trying a sample of your product, they could fill out the order form and send you a check, or fill out their credit card information and send it back to you, or even call it in the case of a credit card. Upon receipt of their payment, you would ship out their order. And that's how you, as a marketer of your product, made money. How does this process work online? Let's start with a simplified version of it and then build onto it. Rather than your prospect finding an ad in a physical medium like a newspaper or a magazine, while there are various media options you can use online, for simplicity, let's just say they visited your website. On your website, maybe you have a blog on a topic related to the product or service that you offer, and in the text of that blog post, you inform them that if they wanted more information on a particular result that they are interested in, they can just click on a link which will take them to a different web page. Now, just for a second, let's pass by these two stages of the offline method. We'll come back to them right away. So just like offline, rather than receiving a physical letter and order form mailed to their house, they would land on a web page that had a digital sales letter, maybe containing a video or perhaps just some text. There might be a link to a separate order form that they can fill out, or it could be at the bottom of the sales page. They fill that order form out, complete with their credit card information, and that is how you, as the online marketer, gets paid. So as you can see, the two processes are really quite similar. Let's go back to the middle section of the offline method. There are times, specifically when you are selling very expensive products, when even the online experience will have to involve an actual phone call, either from or to your prospect, in order to effectively sell them your product or service. However, with online, this would occur much later in the online process, and since it only applies to relatively high ticket items, say for example over $2,000, let's just drop it from the online example for now, as in most cases, depending on what you're selling of course, it is not a necessary part of the process. Now, an average marketer might just go from blog post directly to the sales page for your main product. However, doing so, from the marketing perspective at least, would result in leaving a tremendous amount of money on the table. The reason being, what if the person who goes to the sales page doesn't actually purchase your product? The truth is, most will not. In all likelihood, they will be lost forever. An important part of marketing, offline or online, is planning for contingencies. Specifically, how to prepare for the inevitable instance where a prospect or customer doesn't complete a desired action. In this case, doesn't ultimately purchase your product. To guard against that scenario, it is critical in online marketing to get your prospect's contact information, even if that is just their email address. But rather than as a means to get the sale, as in the offline example, where you might pursue a mailing address in order to mail them your sales page and order form, it is for the purpose of following up with your prospect when they don't purchase your product at first, or when you want to let them know about your products or services that you offer later, and also keep them engaged with you and your brand so that you can build a relationship with them. Yes, email is still incredibly effective. I won't go into it too deep here, but every single top online marketer, and I mean every single one, says that their most valuable asset is their email list. For that reason, online marketing has a special page that prospects are sent to before going to the sales page and order form. This page can be called many things, but is often referred to as a squeeze page or an opt-in page. The term squeeze page refers to the fact that the page is designed for one thing only, and that is to squeeze the contact information from the page visitor. And the term opt-in page is used because in order for someone to get what is offered on that page, a prospect has to enter their email address and opt in by clicking some form of submit button to get what it is that they want. We'll get into a little more detail about that shortly. Once they fill in their email address into the field on the opt-in page or squeeze page and click submit, then they go to the sales page where they can purchase your product by filling in an order form complete with their credit card. So here you have the basis for the secret online success formula used by elite marketers. However, while I said the framework is simple, which it is, to make you believe that this is all that there is to it would be doing you a bit of a disservice. So let's provide a little bit more detail to help increase your chances of success with this framework substantially.
So there you go. A brief outline of the similarities and differences between online and offline marketing, and a solid base for the online marketing process that we can take and build on to create a truly successful online framework. In these clips and in the actual private invite training, we're putting together all of the required pieces. However, there are still a few components left to share. I've got two of those components, which are absolute critical components of traffic and conversion, which I'll share with you in the next clip. If you're interested, simply click the link on your screen or in the description area and you'll be taken to that video. Or if you're interested in checking out the full training on creating an online success framework that elite marketers use to grow and scale their business that you can easily model to effectively grow your business, you can do so for free, no opt-in or credit card required, simply by going to eliteoms.com, which stands for Elite Online Marketing System, or click the link on your screen or in the description area of this video. I'll meet you over there.